finished day 3 of popping with Shane Jarvis from Sportfish Panama Island Lodge. Shane, these are the poppers we've been using, a few of them. What brand and model is this, and what makes it so good?
We use exclusively Yo-Zuri poppers here. We've got a couple different models here of the Yo-Zuri poppers. We've got the older Yo-Zuri Bullpop, okay? It's the older Yo-Zuri Bullpop. The great thing about Yo-Zuris is they come with excellent hooks, strong hooks, 3 times strong hooks, and split rings. Most other brand poppers, you won't find that. You have to change the poppers out. You have to change the hooks and the split rings out because they can't withstand the stress of the tunas and big fish that we catch here. Anyway, this is an older style popper, been around for years, Yo-Zuri Bullpop. Yo-Zuri just came out with, about 6 months ago, the mag popper. Okay, they come in 2 sizes. They got the 160 and the, I think these are 100 gram versions. Anyway, the newer model's got a little bigger face on it. Okay, it makes a bigger pop when you pop it through the water. Okay, than the older style, than the Bullpop. Anyway, these new mag poppers have a magnet system in them where, with ball bearings, where when you go to cast, the inertia from the ball bearing slides to the end, and so you can cast the popper farther. These poppers are a little different to work than the older style poppers, as you know, because they splash a little harder. So it's more of a slower moving, jerking it hard to get a big splash, whereas the Yo-Zuri Bullpop's more slides through the water easier and doesn't create as much of a commotion. They're both great. The new version does cast a little better, because of the ball bearing system that's got in it. But they both work really well, as you saw today. I mean, look how tore up this popper is from the action that we had just today.
You mentioned the cadence there of the bloop versus sort of a smoother moving through the water. One thing I learned is that you can't stop it when the fish eats. You got to just keep moving it if they miss it.
Right.
Are they picky about cadence, or is it just a matter of getting it moving fast and getting some surface commotion?
It could be a matter of cadence sometimes, but it's more of just keeping the popper moving. A mistake that a lot of novices will make is, as you throw the popper out there and you're watching, you see a fish come up and swoop on it and they miss. Then if you stop, then that's the worst thing you can do. You want to keep the popper moving, because if you stop moving, the fish will lose interest and pull away. Just if a fish comes up and swoops on it, just keep moving, keep reeling, keep bringing the popper towards you, and chances are you'll get bit.
We caught fish on the red and white. We caught them on yellow. We caught them on black. Does color make a difference day in and day out?
Some days it does.
So you'll find a day when they might be eating this redhead and they won't touch the other, or they'll swirl on it kind of half-heartedly.
Usually it's a light color versus a darker color kind of thing. Usually on cloudier days, on darker days, we'll use a brighter one, like this red and white or yellow. Whereas on a brighter day, we use a darker popper like this.
I also notice you use a braid main line, and then you add a leader. Is that for visibility or shock absorption or something else?
No, we use 65-pound Yo-Zuri super braid, okay, on our spinning reels and also on our conventional reels. But anyway, we usually use a 60 or 80 pound also Yo-Zuri fluorocarbon leader, okay, to keep attached to a swivel snap here, for abrasion resistance in case the fish hits it, the tail hits it, his teeth hit it, it's nice and strong, won't break.
I know you use the same poppers for roosterfish and cubera snapper at times. Are they pickier, or do they want different sizes or colors, or is it the same deals with the tuna?
Similar deal with the tuna, more or less. I mean, with the inshore stuff, as the same as with the tunas. I mean, the popper, the thing is that the commotion on the top of the water, when you throw that popper out there, whether it be on the shoreline, cast it for a rooster, or out in the middle of nowhere, cast it for a tuna, it's that commotion on the water, that pop that's going to get the attention of the fish. They're going to come, take a look and investigate. Whether they hit it or not will depend on, if they're in the mood to hit an artificial, or the color and all the things that we talked about. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't really make much of a difference, how you work the popper inshore or offshore. It's pretty much the same. just get it out there, make a couple pops to get to get their attention, and then keep it moving as you go along, and don't stop reeling. Generally the fish like it moving kind of fast.
Someone's coming for their once in a lifetime or first time ever popping trip. What's the time of year that they should typically plan that for?
That's a great question. For the inshore stuff, I'd say more November, December, or towards the end of the season, June, July, August. For the tunas, like I mentioned during tuna time, is going to be probably March, April, May.
Does anyone ever not like catching fish on top water? And did you invite them back?
No, everybody loves it. I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, watching the fish come off and rise up on a popper, crush on top water is what it's all about.
It really is. All you guys out there, especially my bass fishing friends, if you like to catch them on top water on a Rico or a Zero Spook or a buzzbait, you need to come experience this. This is just totally different, and I've got one more day to do it and then start planning for the next trip back. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.